Israel and Hamas have agreed to expedite the next swap of hostages for prisoners. Hamas says it will now release 6 hostages this coming Saturday. It also says it will return the remains of 4 dead hostages to Israel in the coming days. Some of these releases come a week ahead of schedule. They also would mark the return of all living hostages slated for release in this current phase of the ceasefire. In return, Israel has pledged to release scores of Palestinian prisoners, as it's been doing throughout this ceasefire, but it also is agreeing to allow large quantities of tents and mobile homes into Gaza. These supplies are badly needed in the territory. This issue almost caused the ceasefire to collapse last week. Hamas accused Israel of not keeping its pledges to allow housing materials into Gaza, and the ceasefire almost came to a halt over the issue. Now, this new expedited agreement gives both sides reason to claim victory, political victory, but there are also hopes that it could breathe some life into negotiations to extend the ceasefire. The sides are expected to begin talks on a second phase aimed at ending the war altogether and bringing all of the dozens of remaining hostages in Gaza back home in this second phase. Those talks are behind schedule. They haven't started yet. The hope is that this new expedited agreement could breathe some life into those efforts. These latest developments coincide with a deadline Tuesday for Israel to withdraw its remaining troops from southern Lebanon. This is under a separate ceasefire agreement with the Hezbollah militant group. Now, Israel did pull out most of its troops from southern Lebanon, but it is retaining a presence in 5 outposts inside southern Lebanon along the Israeli border. This move has upset the Lebanese. They say Israel is not keeping its pledges under the ceasefire, but for the time being, there is no fighting and the ceasefire remains intact.